But we do have another life saved
Oh,
that we can actually two.
2 lives saved.
Mhm.
So we'll do 4 from. There was 4 from last December.
A lot from last December.
So we're up to 40 now.
Yep, in about a year.
And so with 2 more, it'd be 42.
Yeah, not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
This gentleman, I'm not sure what he wants to be known by, so I'll save it until the end. He says, please don't use my real name if you read this on a video. Old Buck is fine. All right. My story isn't unique. I'm the same age as the popster, growing up in the same time period. I grew up not being attractive to women. I wasn't part of the top 10%. I wasn't a child with rich parents. I didn't dress in expensive clothing, and I was overweight. I grew up learning all of the feminist propaganda in the 90s. Women just want a nice guy. I just want to be treated nice. I want treated as equal. She's different. She loves you.
That's exactly how it went.
After graduation, I focused on my job, thinking if I drove a better car and made more money, I would finally find a decent girl. At that point, I only attracted trash from local taverns and wasn't interested. Something didn't seem right, as they all seemed to be scamming for something. You could tell there was a motive behind the words. I did have a guy at work tell me not to get married. That was hell. Oh, that it was hell. I didn't really listen to his advice until a few years later. I had no idea he was trying to red pill me. As I approached my late 20s, I was starting to blame myself for not being able to find a decent girl and get married. The girlfriends I did have always ran off with the next guy that had more money or a nicer car. I had a good job, paid my bills, and was close to affording a house. I had finished school in a good trade and just started working on my new career. That is when drug and alcohol abuse started the down spiral.
Oh, that's a bad
boy. Got to the point where I contemplated self-deletion. Didn't care about much except for a couple of close friends. Considered myself a complete loser for not being able to live the life I was supposed to.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like a lot of these men are getting brainwashed right along with the women of what they're supposed to be, the life they're supposed to have.
Well, no, the men are told what we're supposed to do.
Correct.
Women are told what they can expect.
Correct.
Combination of the two doesn't really work out too well. You put undue pressure on one and absolve all accountability from the other. Yikes. I was at the end of that spiral when I found Pop's videos, which led me to a group of men on the MGTOW site. I had a lot in common with these guys. Seen a few of my friends and plenty of others suffer through a divorce, and it just clicked in my head. I had been saved. I was one of the lucky ones. I had somehow seen the woman behind the curtain pulling levers and shouting lies. Somehow I unconsciously figured out how to avoid being pulled into a trap, seeing something wasn't right, and I steered clear of trouble. The lesson learned is that you make your future. No one else has your best interest in mind, not a wife, or sometimes even your own family. What you do matters. If you want to survive, you need to conserve resources and live a modest life. Don't waste money trying to live a lie. Be true to yourself. Most of all, you have to realize we all have been lied to our entire lives.
Amen.
Isn't that the truth? If you're feeling down because you don't live up to a certain standard, ask yourself who made that standard in the first place. Also, if others try to shame you, ask yourself if they matter in your life.
Right.
Why care about someone's opinion if they don't matter to you in the first place?
Correct.
Thanks, Pop. Your wisdom and comedy helped me through the lowest part of my life. You also introduced me to a group of men who were in the same boat. I wasn't alone. Others have and still are seeking the same answers. Now my best friend is going through a divorce, and she is pulling the same moves you hear from the horror stories of others. He is going to lose everything. I just hope he will listen to my advice and watch the videos I send to him. Hopefully we can save another man from that death spiral.
God.
Peace out, brothers. Signed, Old Buck.
All right.
537. Did you give this guy a number, or should I respond to him with one right now?
Respond to him right now. Just
got it.
You are now 537.
You are number 537. Good, sir.
There we go.
All right.
I technically don't like to give numbers anymore until we read it on air.
Yeah.
Because I know at some point they're gonna like, you guys are a bunch of
you're full of shit.
I mean, listen, we're gonna have 44 from last December to this December.
Yeah.
And we've been doing this for 13, 14 years.
Yeah. And a big chunk of those from last year came on like around the Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
That was the best Christmas gift we could have gotten, crossing
God,
over to 500.
I got all like weepy eyed and shit. Let's not have any more of that.
Oh, you got weepy height?
Hmm.
Did you get weepy height?
A little bit.
Did you a little
Oh,
bit
no.
weepy?
Did I step into a trap?
Little bit of weepy? Little bit
Did I
of
step
weepy?
into a trap? I stepped into a
You
trap.
stepped into a trap.
I stepped into
You are fined 1 homo suspicion point for violation of the Man Code morality statute. I had to do it. I had to do it.
Woo! That was a good one.
Had to do it.
Oh, my Lord. That
And
was
you know
funny.
what defines a homo suspicion point? An unhealthy obsession with ass. So I suppose we can all take one for the team. Jail.
Well, it all depends. Do you like to look at the ass on a woman?
Or do you want to drive the wrong way up Highway 132 or whatever?
235.
235.
Yeah. I mean, there's the horizontal in and out pattern, and then there's the 2 legs and a butthole pattern. I myself am not that guy. I'm not on the menu. I'm a horizontal in and out kind of guy.
You guys go wash your back pussy in the sink. It's all good.
Yeah. Now, listen, you can do you. I don't care. Just so you know, I am not on the menu. Drive on.
Yeah, when I had a buddy who used to take me to gay bars because he was gay, just bending over for the pool cue. I would just make sure everybody was aware that I had a weapon. Making sure nobody's taking any unduly long glances.
You're not getting monkey necked.
It is a little weird.
That is a little weird.
It is.
I myself, I don't think I've actually willingly walked into a gay bar in my life.
Yeah.
No.
The really funny part was when you go to like bars that are for gay dudes.
Oh,
and it's karaoke night.
Oh God!
Because then all the lesbians come.
Yeah.
And then I'm just looking here like nobody's getting laid tonight.
No. All right. When I was in that 9th ID, there was 3 guys in my platoon, which are close to me in age, and they decided they're going to go down to Seattle and hang out for the weekend. And there's the ringleader. His name was Siebold. Good guy. But they walk into some bar. They didn't know it's a gay bar. And they look up on the stage, and there's these stools with these like things with a hole with a ball at the end. And they're there drinking, and they're like, "What's up with those stools?" And the bartender's like, "Well, that's for fisting. You know what fisting is, right?"
God!
And Siebold's like, "Where's the exit?" I laughed so hard. Oh my God, that was funny.
Oh God! Did you ever see that William Friedkin movie, Cruising?
Yeah,
with Al Pacino.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, all the like the really weird shit, like dudes lubing up their arms with Crisco and whatnot. That was all real shit that he like took a documentary crew in there to shoot for B-roll. Like,
I couldn't do it.
All the no. All the no's. Every single one of them. Take Amy Horton's dick stacking test, replace them with no's.
All the no's. I like that.
Wart infested nose from here as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to push into the pot all the no's.
All the no's.
Yes.
I'm all in on the nose.
All in on the nose.
On the nose.
All right, now we got to the next one. Let's read
number 538 is goes to a fella named Tommy. Wonder if he we'll see if he typed this blind, and if he did, he's the pinball wizard. Mr. Terrence, in the YouTube comment section, you told me to send a story to you. 2021, in the middle of the scamdemic. I'm a lab tech. I hit my lowest point in my life. Depression so bad, my chronic pain very bad. I was in 2 wrecks my sophomore year of high school in 2008. Both times severe TBI, severe whiplash, fractured 2 C2 vertebrae.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
that's a bad one.
That is bad. Suffer severe headaches and migraines daily.
So do I. I get that too, bro.
Ooh. One night it got so bad, and I got so helpless for the future, being alone, never getting anywhere in my career. In a moment of weakness, I had my 12 gauge to my head and about to pull the trigger, and a quote of yours ran through my head. That self-deletion is a long-term solution for a short-term problem. After that, I broke down. First time in a long time. After that, got into therapy and pain management. Upgraded my brain implant for pain management, got on good meds for my depression. I left that dead-end job, became a traveling medical lab tech.
Fuck yeah.
With my pay now, I should be making 6 figures. The pay remains the same. I'm traveling with my cats. Be careful with that.
Be
You'll
careful.
find out later. Seeing the country, meeting new people, and learning. Gave up dating, decided to live solo because these hoes out there crazy.
It ain't worth it.
If I ever take a job in Michigan, I'd want to meet you and Blake and buy you all the best beer out there. Been a fan since 2019. Listen to your videos while working or driving. If y'all need any info on future tests and bugs in the future, send me an email.
No
Tom.
problem, brother.
All right.
Listen, I am so glad I speak the words that help turn back that hopeless darkness that comes to a lot of guys
It does.
in the middle of the night.
I mean, we're always under pressure
Mm-hmm.
when we're at our least valuable.
Correct.
I mean, we're nurtured only to a point.
About 13.
And then they shoot us out the gate into adulthood with no value whatsoever, telling us this is what's expected of you.
Yeah.
You better do it, otherwise.
Well, just imagine.
Yeah.
Most dudes, their mothers really quit, doing the whole nurturing thing between
Mhm.
10 and 12. If there's no father or male role model in your life, you literally go from 13 to 18. It's like walking across the desert. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yep.
You don't know the pitfalls. You don't know the dangers. You don't know how to roll with the punches or fight back. And quite literally, you're 18, you're out there, and then, reality decides to really show up because nobody gives a shit about the dudes.
Nope.
And you get fisted
In the back pussy,
in the back pussy by life.
covered in Crisco.
Or anal ease.
Ugh. That might be more preferable, actually.
I'm just saying, though. I mean,
God,
it's a shit show out there for dudes, man.
it really is.
So now we're at 538.
538.
Oh, yeah.
Hell to the yes. And thank y'all very much for sending in your stories. It's why we keep doing this.
Yes. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. We cover so much negativity. All right, and sometimes it just gets overwhelming. And every time a new number goes on this board, it just chops a lot of that off at the knees, and I can keep going forward. Because like, I wouldn't still be doing this if we were doing the negativity stuff when we first started, when I did Purple Heart's Final Beat, Phantom Holiday, and those other 3 videos. They were so goddamn heartbreaking.
You're telling me.
I just couldn't live in that world forever. And I
had to edit that shit together.
And the only thing I could do, because I still have the rage and the anger, is just to do a 180. Rewrite the battle plan and start over doing something else.
Yeah.
And it's really made all the difference.
Yeah. Anger is more useful than despair, but laughter heals.
Yes.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.